Hello, and welcome back to our daily English talk.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here today.
If you're new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Roy. Then you know this is a place to practice listening and speaking with simple, real English.
Please help us by liking this video and subscribing. It means a lot to us.
Today feels like a very friendly day to talk about something personal and warm. I am sitting here feeling calm and thinking about simple things that make me happy. These are not big or special things. They are just things I like to do in my normal life.
I really like this topic, and it already makes me feel relaxed. When we talk about what we like, our voice often feels softer. We are not trying to be correct or impressive. We are just sharing ourselves.
Yes, and sharing what you like is something everyone can do. You do not need many words or difficult ideas. You just talk about simple activities that feel good to you. That makes English feel very close.
When I think about what I like to do, I notice my body feels lighter. I smile a little without trying. These feelings help English come out more naturally. They help beginners feel more confident.
Emma, when someone asks you what you like to do, how do you feel inside? Do you feel comfortable or do you feel shy at first? I think many learners feel a little shy. That feeling is very normal.
I sometimes feel shy at first, especially if I am speaking in another language. But when I talk about things I like, that shyness slowly goes away. It feels easier because the topic is close to my heart.
That makes a lot of sense, and I think many listeners feel the same way. When the topic is personal and positive, English feels less scary. You are not searching for ideas, you already know them.
Yes, you do not need to imagine anything new. Your likes already exist in your life. You just give them English words. That feels gentle and possible, even for beginners.
Sometimes learners think English conversation must be serious or difficult. But real conversations are often about simple likes. We talk about food we enjoy or things we do to relax. This is very natural English.
I agree, and these kinds of conversations happen every day. People often ask each other what they like to do. It's a friendly question. It helps people feel closer.
When I think about my own likes, I notice they are very simple. I like quiet moments and easy activities. These likes are part of who I am. Talking about them feels honest.
I like hearing that, and it feels very real. We do not need exciting hobbies to speak English. Simple likes are enough. They still tell a story about us.
Curious, do you notice how your voice changes when you talk about something you like? I feel my voice becomes warmer. I speak a little slower and with more feeling. That helps communication.
Yes, I notice that too, and it feels very interesting. When I talk about things I enjoy, I feel more present. I'm not worried about mistakes. I just want to share.
That sharing feeling is very important for learners. When you want to share, English feels useful. It has a purpose. That purpose makes learning feel meaningful.
I hope listeners feel encouraged by that idea. You do not need perfect grammar to talk about what you like. You only need honesty and simple words. That is enough.
Right now, I imagine listeners thinking quietly about their own likes. Maybe you are smiling a little as you listen. That smile is part of learning. It means you feel connected.
I love that image, and it feels very warm. Learning doesn't always look like studying. Sometimes it looks like smiling and listening. That kind of learning stays with you.
I want to say something important here. If you feel shy talking about what you like in English, that's okay. Shyness does not mean you can't speak. It just means you care.
Yes, caring is a good thing. It means the topic matters to you. When something matters, learning feels deeper. We just need time and patience.
As we start this topic together, I want everyone to feel safe. There is no right or wrong like. Whatever you enjoy is good enough. English is just a tool to share it.
Please remember that this is a calm space. You can listen, think, and imagine. You do not need to answer out loud. Your mind is already practicing.
I feel very happy to talk about this topic with you today. Talking about what you like to do is a beautiful way to practice English. It connects language with life.
Yes, we are very glad you are here with us today. Please stay relaxed and comfortable. We will continue slowly in the next part and explore this topic together, one gentle step at a time.
As we continue, I want to stay with this gentle feeling of talking about what we like. When I think about my day, I notice there are small moments I enjoy without planning. These moments come naturally, and they make life feel balanced. Talking about them in English feels calm and easy.
I really like that idea of small moments, and it feels very real. When I think about what I like to do, it is often something simple. I might enjoy sitting quietly or doing something slowly. These likes help me feel comfortable being myself.
Yes, and it is important to remember that likes do not need to be special or impressive. You do not need to have many hobbies or big interests. Even very simple activities are enough to talk about. English works well with simple ideas.
When someone asks me what I like to do, I sometimes pause before answering. I take a moment to feel the question. Then I choose something that feels honest. That pause helps me speak more clearly.
I think that pause is very helpful for learners too. We do not need to answer quickly. We can take time to think about what we really enjoy. That makes our answer feel more natural.
Yes, taking time feels kind to ourselves. When we rush, we feel pressure. But when we slow down, English feels friendly again. It becomes a conversation, not a test.
Many beginners feel nervous when someone asks about their likes. They worry they do not know enough words. But you only need a few words to share something you enjoy. Simple English is real English.
I want listeners to hear that clearly. You do not need long sentences. You can say one idea slowly. The feeling behind your words is more important than the number of words.
When I talk about what I like, I notice my body relaxes. My shoulders drop a little, and my breath becomes softer. These physical feelings tell me I am comfortable. Comfort helps language flow.
I notice that too, and it feels very interesting. Enjoyment changes how we speak. Our voice sounds warmer. That warmth helps people understand us better.
Curious. Emma, do you think talking about likes helps people connect faster? I feel like it does. When someone shares what they enjoy, it feels personal and friendly. It opens the door to connection.
Yes, I really believe that. Talking about likes helps people feel closer. It shows a small part of who we are. That makes conversations feel safe and human.
That feeling of safety is very important for learners. When you feel safe, you are more willing to speak. You are not afraid of being judged. English becomes something you use, not something you fear.
I hope listeners feel that safety right now. This is a space where your likes are welcome. You do not need to change them, you just share them as they are.
When I imagine listeners, I imagine them thinking about their own favorite activities. Maybe you like quiet time, or maybe you like moving your body. Both are good. Your likes belong to you.
I like that image very much. Everyone listening has something they enjoy. Even if it feels small, it matters. That small joy can become an English conversation.
Sometimes people think their likes are boring, but boring is not bad. Boring often means peaceful and steady. These kinds of likes are very easy to talk about in English.
Yes, peaceful likes are very comforting. They make our voice sound calm. That calm sound is great for communication. It helps others listen with ease.
When I talk about what I like, I feel closer to myself. I am not trying to impress anyone. I am just being honest. That honesty is very good practice for beginners.
I agree, and honesty makes learning feel lighter. You do not need to perform, you just need to exist and speak softly. English can fit into that space.
Curious, do you ever notice that your likes change over time? Sometimes I enjoy different things at different moments. That change is also part of life. We can talk about that too.
Yes, my likes do change, and that feels very natural. Some days I like quiet, and some days I like activity. Both are true. Talking about them helps me understand myself better.
That flexibility is very human. We do not need one answer forever. We can share what we like right now. English can change with us.
I want listeners to remember that there is no perfect answer to what you like to do. Your answer can be simple and changeable. That is completely okay.
As we continue this topic, we will keep things slow and comfortable. There is no pressure to speak or remember. Just listening and feeling is already practice.
Thank you for staying with us and listening so calmly. Your presence here matters. We will continue gently in the next part and talk more about sharing what we like, step by step.
As we move deeper into this topic, I start to notice how talking about what we like connects to our feelings. When I say what I enjoy, I also notice how it makes me feel inside. Those feelings are calm, warm, and familiar. This makes English feel more personal.
I feel that connection too, and it feels very natural. When I talk about things I like, I feel closer to myself. I am not pretending or acting. I am just sharing something true.
That truth is very important for beginners. When English connects to real feelings, it stays longer in the mind. We remember words more easily when they come from our life. That makes learning feel meaningful.
Yes, meaning helps us relax. When something matters to us, we do not feel forced to speak. We want to speak. That feeling can slowly replace fear or shyness.
Emma, do you remember a time when talking about what you like helped you feel more confident? I feel like those moments can be very powerful. They show us that English can feel safe.
Yes, I remember moments like that very clearly. When I talked about simple things I enjoy, I forgot about being nervous. I focused on the feeling, not the language. That helped my confidence grow.
That focus shift is very helpful for learners. When we focus on feelings instead of mistakes, our voice becomes steadier. English sounds more natural when we are relaxed. That is something beginners can trust.
I think many learners are too hard on themselves. They worry about speaking correctly all the time. But when we talk about what we like, correctness becomes less important. Sharing becomes more important.
That is very true, and it is something we want listeners to remember. Communication is about sharing, not being perfect. If someone understands your feeling, your English is working.
Yes, understanding is the real goal. When we share what we like, people can feel our meaning. Even simple words can carry that meaning clearly. That is enough for a real conversation.
I notice that when I talk about things I enjoy, I naturally repeat myself a little. I explain the same idea in a soft way. This is very normal in real conversations. It helps others understand.
I do that too, and it feels very human. We often say things twice without thinking. Repetition is not a mistake. It is part of natural speech, especially when we talk about feelings.
Curious, do you think repetition can help learners feel more comfortable? I think it does. Saying something again gives us confidence. It gives us time to breathe and think.
Yes, repetition feels like support. It gives our mind another chance to relax. Learners do not need to avoid repeating themselves. It can actually make communication clearer.
When I imagine listeners now, I imagine them slowly forming sentences in their mind. You might be thinking about what you like to do. Even thinking quietly is practice. Your brain is working gently.
I hope listeners feel no pressure to speak out loud. Listening and imagining is already part of learning. Your English is growing even in silence. That is very comforting.
Talking about what you like can also help you understand yourself better. Sometimes we do not notice what we enjoy until we say it. English can help us reflect on our life.
That reflection feels very special. When we say our likes, we hear them ourselves. That can bring a small smile or calm feeling. Learning English can feel kind to the heart.
I want learners to know that confidence does not come all at once. It grows slowly through small, safe conversations. Talking about what you like is one of the safest places to start.
Yes, and every time you talk about something you enjoy, you take a small step forward. You may not notice it right away, but those steps build a strong foundation.
Sometimes we think confidence comes from speaking a lot, but confidence also comes from feeling comfortable. Comfort grows when English connects to your real life.
I agree, and comfort is very important for beginners. When you feel comfortable, you are more open, you listen better and speak more naturally. That is real progress.
Emma, if you could give one gentle message to learners about talking about what they like, what would it be? I think simple messages are the most powerful.
I would say that your likes are already enough. You do not need to change them or make them sound interesting, just share them as they are. That honesty is your strength.
That is a beautiful message, and I hope listeners remember it. Your likes belong to you. English is just a way to share them with the world. You're doing well.
Yes, you are doing very well just by being here and listening. Please be kind to yourself as you learn. We will continue gently into the final part and close this topic together with warmth and calm.
Now, as we slowly come to the end of this conversation, I feel a calm sense of closeness. Talking about what we like has a gentle effect on the heart. It reminds me that simple things can bring real comfort. This kind of conversation feels very human.
I feel that closeness too, and it makes me smile softly. When we share what we like, we are sharing a piece of ourselves. There is no pressure to be interesting or special. We are just being real together.
Being real is one of the most important parts of communication. When we are real, people can feel it in our voice. English does not need to be perfect to be real. It just needs honesty.
Yes, honesty creates connection very naturally. When I listen to someone talk about what they enjoy, I feel closer to them. Even if their words are simple, their meaning feels clear.
I want learners to remember that talking about what you like is not a small skill. It is a very useful skill in daily life. People often connect through shared likes. This kind of English is used everywhere.
That is very true, and it makes this topic very practical. You can use this English at work, with friends, or with new people. Talking about likes opens conversations easily. It helps break silence.
When I think about beginners, I know many feel nervous starting conversations, but asking or answering about likes feels gentle. It does not feel personal in a scary way. It feels friendly and open.
I hope listeners feel that friendliness right now. You can imagine someone asking you what you like to do. You can answer slowly and simply. That is already a real conversation.
Emma, when you imagine learners using this in real life, how do you feel? I imagine them smiling a little as they speak. That image makes me feel happy and hopeful.
I imagine the same thing, and it feels very warm. I imagine learners feeling proud after sharing something simple. That pride comes from being understood. It is a beautiful moment.
That pride is something I want learners to notice. Even small conversations deserve respect. When you speak about what you like, you are using English to express yourself. That is real progress.
Yes, progress does not always look big or loud. Sometimes it looks like a quiet smile after speaking. That quiet confidence stays with you. It grows slowly over time.
As the conversation ends, I want listeners to feel relaxed and encouraged. You do not need to remember everything we said. Just remember the feeling of calm sharing. That feeling can guide you.
I agree, and I hope listeners carry that feeling with them. When you feel calm, English feels closer. You do not need to push yourself. You can let English come naturally.
Learning English is not about becoming someone else. It's about expressing who you already are. Talking about what you like is a beautiful way to do that. Your voice matters.
Yes, your voice and your likes are important. They do not need to change for English. English is just a bridge. It helps others understand you.
I feel grateful for this gentle conversation today. It reminds me that learning can be soft and kind. We do not need stress to grow. We just need time and honesty.
I agree too, and I hope listeners feel supported. You are not alone in learning. We are here to walk with you, slowly and calmly.
Thank you for spending this time with us and listening so quietly. Please remember that talking about what you like is something you already know how to do. You are simply doing it in English now.
Yes, thank you so much for being here with us today. Please be kind to yourself and enjoy the things you like. We look forward to sharing more calm English conversations with you again very soon.